Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Let me know when you come on. Make sure to say hello. I'm Teresa with Teresa Rene Art. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope everyone had a beautiful Christmas or first day of Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. Hello, hello. Make sure to say hello. Hi, Jill. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Sue. Make sure to say hello when you come on. If you're watching on replay, make sure to type in hashtag replay so I know you are here. Lori, Cindy, Betty, good morning. Good morning. All right. So, hi, Beth. How are you? Hi, Karen. Good morning. Hi, Saturday morning. I didn't do a lot of prep work today. We may have to split today's up into two episodes because I didn't do a lot of prep work. And honestly, I don't have... I have a vague idea, but I don't have a very solid plan. We're going to kind of play around and see what works best. Hello, Karen. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all coming with me every Saturday morning. We've been doing this for a little while now. I'm trying to think how long we've been doing it. When did we start Pentart 101? Hey, Peggy. Hi, Sue. Of course, for the year prior to me starting this, I did this live every Saturday morning with my retailers. So they got the exclusive first, and now we're sharing some things to the public. So hope everybody is enjoying our series. We are continuing with Christmas today. I was thinking about what else I could do. I'm not quite ready for Valentine's Day. And there's only really so many projects you can do for Valentine's Day anyway. I'm definitely not ready for Easter. So I thought, okay, well, since we're still, do you guys know the 12 days of Christmas actually start like they're after Christmas? So we're technically still in the Christmas season. We haven't taken our Christmas decorations down yet or anything. So I figured, why not? Let's continue. Hello. Thank you guys. Hi, Tina. Hi, Sandy. Thank you guys for sprinkling us out. Yeah, we're still in the season, so we'll continue. We'll keep going on the momentum. We're not doing an ornament, though. I will say that. We're not doing an ornament. We're doing a small decoration. Let me go ahead and turn my camera down. We'll get started. I need to flip some things around. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the right way. Need to flip a few things around because my whole situation. So I cleaned my craft room really good yesterday. And I had a whole bunch of stuff everywhere pulled out. So I really had to come in and clean off my desk, etc. I actually put all of my Christmas stuff away. I have a crafting box that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's a tote box, and it's holding all of my stuff for Christmas crafting. I had it all boxed up, and I put it away last night, and then I broke it out again this morning. So we're not quite done. This is what I'm going to be using today, you guys. This is from Finnabair. This is it's called a metal. I guess they're just calling it a metal frame. This thing has been around for ages and ages. I happen to get a few on clearance. So I actually do have, if you want one, or I think I have two more of them. So if you want one, let me know and I can send you an invoice or whatever. But I do have two more of these. And we're going to just play around with it. So let me know if you want it. Okay. I didn't buy a whole lot, but I did get them on clearance just in case somebody wanted to create with it. And it's kind of got like this little look of an alarm clock, and the back is removable. So, you put your design on there, and then it's just like a little metal shadow box. And of course, we're going to do some primer paste on it all over. Hello, everybody. All right, so let's get our primer paste out. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm using primer paste because I don't have time for bonding primer. So I'm just going to use this primer paste, which goes on. It's like a paste. It sticks to pretty much anything. You can use this on glass, metal. It's just a thick gesso. Whereas the bonding primer is a little bit thinner. But this you can use right away. And I'm using white because we are going to decoupage quite a bit. We're going to do a lot of decoupage today. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do this one also. I'm going to paint this white also. So we're just going to we're going to create like a little Christmas scene using some Prima molds. I had bought those little vintage Santa Prima molds and some of the other little toys and etc. And I hadn't had a chance to use them yet. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to have a little bit of fun today. So go ahead and cover this up. And then we will be decoupaging all around the perimeter of this. And it is supposed to be like, so this little piece would work super well for like steampunk or grungy projects, which of course the Finnebear is known for. But we're not using it that way. We're going to use it to make a sweet little, Catherine says she'll take one. All right, Catherine, just send me a message if you get a chance so I don't forget you. I don't know how much they were, but I'll let you know. All right. And some of our retailers also carry Prima, so it's possible you may be able to find this with some of them as well. I used to, but I don't anymore. All right. Okay, hello. All right, Debbie. So my two are spoken for. I got Debbie Harmon and Catherine Lakowski. I'll send you guys a note and get these out to you. All right, I'm going to dry. All right, so how was everyone's Christmas? What did you guys do? Anybody get anything fun? Tell me what you got or what you did or who you spent it with. You know, for us adults, it's not as much about the receiving anymore as it is about the giving and the spending time with others. Good morning. Might have to do like a coat of just white paint on this one. Hi, Laurel. Kids were home. How nice. A roto razor. What is a roto razor? Oh, Dana, that's awesome. You got some watercolor lessons. How nice. Good morning. Oh, 18. Wow. That's a lot. So for us, it was just my mom, my stepdaughter, and then us and the kids, because we had Zanaya here a couple weeks ago. So we had our Christmas with her a few weeks ago. 18. Wow, that's a lot of people. All right, let's see. What do we got here? And okay, so I got a pair of I had some AirPods, you guys, and I like them a lot, but the problem is after a while they start hurting my ears. So I asked for some over-the-ear headphones, and I got some Beats headphones, which I love. And I got a new puffer jacket, like a really lightweight puffer jacket. And then I got a gift card to Jerry's Artorama, so I can buy some oil painting supplies. Speaking of which, you guys, if you're into, like, for you, like particularly Dana, like fine art supplies or canvas, if you need canvases or art supplies, Jerry's Artorama is a great place to shop. They have pretty much everything, like from value stuff to very high-end supplies, and just about everything is like 40% off list, but they are having a massive overstock sale right now, which they do a few times a year. Oh no. Oh, Laurel, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Made dinner for 20. Wow. That's a lot of dinner. We had, we did dinner on the grill. We did filet mignon. And I woke up early on Christmas Eve and I went to Costco because Costco has the best steaks. So I went and got my steaks at Costco. I was in the line on Christmas Eve before they opened. So I'm still eating steak, actually. Cheap Joe's is also a good one. All right. So, like, I don't know about y'all, but like most of the local art supply stores near us have closed down. So we don't have really any like local options anymore. All right, so I'm going to be using this paper. I'm going to decoupage this on. I've got a lot of scraps here that I'm just going to sort of piece together. This one is from Dainty and the Queen, and it's her one of her floral papers from the winter season. So we're just going to go ahead and work with some of these scraps, you guys, using up some of our scraps. So yesterday I spent the day cleaning out my craft room. I am, you know, I have dabbled in so many hobbies, or not dabbled in them, but just bought stuff for them. So I've decided to free up some space of the things that I just don't do that often. So a couple of my friends are going to be the recipients of some amazing supplies from my soldering stuff to journaling things, etc., because I need more space for some of my oil painting stuff, because it used to be like my oil painting stuff just sort of sat. I have had it for years and years, so you know, but it all just sort of like sat in the shelf, not being used. And now that I'm using it and getting new things, because I'm learning from different teachers, it's time for me to dedicate more space to that. So, all right, let me, oh goodness. So it feels nice because the room is so much clearer and lighter now. And I don't feel like such a hoarder anymore. It's funny, I looked up the definition of a hoarder yesterday because I'm like, am I a hoarder? And I don't think so, because basically what it says is that you collect these things without any real, it's more compulsive, like you collect this stuff without any real reason or motivation, and then you're reluctant to get, like you can't part with it. Well, for me, it's the opposite. Like once I'm done, I want it gone, you know? So I'm pretty confident that I'm not a hoarder. I'm just a collector of, of craft supplies. And I do have a reasonable sense of structure and organization to the chaos most of the time. Hope my husband's not listening. He might be listening. He might beg to differ. All right, so this one doesn't come down, so I'm going to have to work around. I'm going to have to work around this a little bit. Because I like this piece here with all these berries. So I like that a lot, actually. So I want to preserve that piece. Just trying to be selective now about what I'm using here. Okay. Oh, the cake class. Yeah, Catherine. I went and watched a little bit of the replay. Vasilis is such an amazing creator. I don't know how many of you guys know, but he's the person, I used to take pretty much all of his classes, and he's the person who I learned pretty much most of the stuff that I know, not everything, but you know, most of the things that I know about using Pentart. I used to take his classes, and then I would watch them over and over and take notes too. So he's responsible for a lot of my my knowledge on that. Of course, it's always good to learn from other creators too. So also spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos. Another awesome one to follow is Inspirations from the Soul. I can't remember her. I think her name is like Magdalena or something like that. But she's got, on YouTube, she's got a whole library full of creations and tutorials and stuff like that. So we all learn differently, and there is not a shortage of awesome creators to learn from. That's for sure. You know, and listen, here's what I want to say too, is if you're serious about upping your game and, you know, expanding your craft in the new year, don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money on you know, classes. I think a mistake that a lot of us make is we invest so much money in the materials but not enough in learning how to use them properly. And yes, there are plenty of free resources, but you know, sometimes the ones that are paid are well worth it, because they're going to go a lot deeper than some of the free ones. So take that for whatever, you know, whatever it's worth, but don't be afraid to invest in, you know, you've already made the investment in the supplies, in other words. So don't be afraid to take it a step further and learn from some different people. All right, so you know, even I still take, you know, I take my oil painting classes, but I still take classes also from mixed media creators. So I take Vasilis's classes. I take Yvette's classes. She's got another one coming up, Yvette. She's got a keepsake box coming up, which is going to be pretty awesome. Vasilis also is coming to California in September. So Mira can give you details on that. Unfortunately, you guys, I will not be able to go this year. Due to my schedule and the kids and stuff, it's hard for me to get out during the week. So I will not be in attendance because of the dates just don't work out for me. And we're taking a pretty big trip in September also later. So I'm not able to do both, which is a bummer, but it's okay. I'm sure y'all will see me at some point. Okay, so just trying to line this up a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I'm going to have to tear to work around. All right, so I'm just tearing to kind of work around some of this. Yep, that's exactly right. And it's so fun to learn from a variety of people. And it's also fun, I think it's really fun to learn from people whose style might even be a little bit different from yours, because they might do things a certain way that you wouldn't have thought of yourself. So challenge yourself, you know, to kind of think outside the box a little bit. So I'm just kind of piecing my decoupage here. And then I can come back in with some paint and touch up any spots that aren't meshing. I also want to say, you know, most of the people, if they are confident enough to teach a class on something, they also want you to get the most out of it. So like, trust them when they say that the class that you can absolutely do the project that they're teaching, because they're not going to want you to, they're not going to want to sell you something that you can't do, right? So, and I say that from personal experience because I have been, you know, wanting to take oil painting, portrait oil painting forever. And you have this voice, you know, the doubter in the back of your head going like, well, okay, that's fine and well, but I'm pretty sure I can't do the thing that they're going to be showing me, so why bother? Well, nothing could be further from the truth, because, you know, my instructor, for example, breaks everything down like step by step so well that I would have never thought that I could be painting like that. And I'm just blown away at what I've learned in a short amount of time. Way more than I could have done it trying to do it on my own. So these people are experts in their field. They know what they're doing. So, and it, you know, you're not going to be at that same level probably, but you can definitely give it your best. So there's my pep talk, y'all. There is my pep talk. All right, so let's keep moving this around. I have this one. Like trying to figure out. Guess it's that one. Trying to figure out where my paper goes. So I've got these little bumps that I'm kind of working around here. And I am going to have some things glued down as well. So it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Trim that guy. All right, now let's see if I can get something here. And something here. So now I'm just kind of piecing random things together to fill in some holes. It's interesting when you do this, little bits and bobbles, piecing stuff. When you tear the edges, how well they actually come together. You wouldn't think so, but they do. All right, I got a little piece here. As long as you sort of stick with the same idea in terms of the pattern. Generally, you can camouflage. Because remember, your patterns are overlapping themselves too. All right, let's work on the top. We can paint anything else that might be missing. Let's work on the top here. And we're going to have lots of stuff glued on there. So I need to come in right about there, using my finger to kind of measure where I need to tear. Anybody watching any good Netflix shows or anything? We've been watching the one with Queen Latifah, The Equalizer. It's actually really good. I like that movie, The Equalizer, with Denzel. Or the movies, I should say, because there's a couple of them. I had to laugh out loud today. Did you guys see my post this morning about choosing violence? I had to laugh out loud a little bit because I tend to really, really prefer, when it comes to TV and series and shows and stuff, I tend to gravitate to the more violent shows. And I had to laugh a little bit because usually when we're trying to pick out a movie, I'm like asking, well, how violent is it? So like John Wick, I really like the John Wick shows, which is kind of funny because I'm such a like low-key, I'm such a low-key, person most of the time and very calm. So I have to get that out through my TV. My kids think I'm weird, but that's okay. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to dry, and then we can patch up anything else with. Yes, the red one was pretty violent. I can't watch horror movies either. I don't like senseless horror movies. I can't do those, but I can definitely do like thrillers, like CIA, special ops, stuff like that. The other one I saw recently, which was really good, was Black Doves. That one was really good. We binge watched that and pretty much finished the whole season. All right, we'll let that keep drying and then we'll do a little touch-up paint. And then for this backing here, let me dry this a little more, but the backing here, I'm gonna use this paper and I'm gonna use this section from this paper. This is the Dainty and the Queen Long Road Home. And I love this part right here, like the side elements. And I'll save the focal image for something else. I've been dying to use these side elements here in something. So here we go. I'm actually gonna cut it a little bit short and then I'll patch it. Right. All right, we'll cut it a little short on both sides. There we go. All right, we'll get that on there. Kind of, it's just like a metal shadow box by Finnabair that's designed to look like a clock face, but it's not an actual clock. So it's just a little mixed media. It's a little mixed media blank from Prima that I was telling everybody I got it on clearance. All right. So it's a little short on both sides, but that's okay. So this is just some background element. All right. it cute? All right, we're gonna set that off to the side. Let's let that dry for a minute. Let's pull out some paints and start doing some touch up. We're gonna use khaki and some of this one, I think it's Falcon or Hazelnut. And let's get some beige out. Now I need my glasses. Good morning, Cindy. Hi, Nicole. All right, so I'm just doing a little touch up here just to sort of blend this out because my paper didn't quite connect. And then we can take a little bit of gold wax. Just a little touch up there. All right. And now I have my beige. I'm going to do the same thing here. Let's do the beige with the hazelnut. And then if I take a little bit of gold wax on the inside there, it will sufficiently camouflage pretty well. Okay. Just a little bit of blending. Let's see, got some spots here. Ties it together quite decently, I should say. Got a little bit here. Okay, I think we're good there. We got a couple little spots up here. A lot of this is going to be covered up with little embellishments and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it, but I don't want any obvious holes. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Then, of course, you know, gold wax will fix just about anything too. All right, and then let's just paint under here. Let's just paint this in this, like, I guess we could do, let's just do, we can go ahead and decoupage that. That's fine. Good morning, everybody. All right. So here, all right, so we'll get this guy on there. I guess I should do this now because once I get it, once I get all the stuff inside, I'm not going to want to be flipping this over or anything. So. Do a couple little interior spots. Okay. So anybody have any fun plans for New Year's? Anyone doing anything exciting? All right, there's that. All right. Let me, yes, the hazelnut is a paint color. Okay, now I'm going to dry this one some more. Then we'll start building up our image for the inside and our scene. Cheryl, you're going to the snow? Where are you going for snow? That sounds like fun. Hi, Joy. A 20-something party. That's awesome. That should be fun too. I will probably be in bed by 10 p.m. The mountains of Central California. Oh, how fun. That should be super fun. All don't fuss over painting this. I'm trying to think, see if that's going to make a big difference or not. I don't think so. I think it should be fine. You can't even see it. It's covered up by the seams anyway. So, all right. So there's our interior, you guys, ready for our Santa scene. They'll probably stay up, but you know, they're old enough to. My husband usually gets sprinklers and they go outside on the lawn. My neighbors do all their crazy fireworks and stuff. So. Okay, so we're going to build up a scene. We have some winter trees here. We have, I've got this Santa. So we're going to put a couple little things down and kind of build something for the inside. And then I have a couple little trees and things that I can glue inside. So we're going to play around with the scene, but first we're going to, I think we'll get him down and let's get another one of these trees. So this one, so we'll get that glued in there. And the thing that you want to keep doing is just kind of coming back in as you're working with like a 3D box, is to make sure, you know, you have, whatever is visible through the opening is what you want to be visible. So placement when you're working in like a little shadow box like this is important so that you can place things where you want them to be. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and get this down. These are the trees. Let's go ahead and get this guy down. We're going to use heavy body gel. And then my Santa is going to be sort of propped up on top. So we'll use some cardboard or something to lift him up through the trees. So the trees are just a background element. And then he's going to be like kind of propped up in the center through there. So let's see if we put that over there. He's got to come, his feet have to kind of come all the way down in order for you to see his head. Let's see. I think that looks pretty good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and paint him. And we will get started on that. So when you're painting castings like this, you're definitely going to need a few coats of paint. Where's my... And we're going to keep his styling kind of vintage here. Get my compact powder out. His face is going to be this compact powder color. And I'm not too worried about details or anything at this stage yet. We will get to those. I just want his face to be the right color. And that's pretty much all I need that one for, because the hand can be a glove. And his suit is going to be red. I'm not ready to let it go yet either. I know I don't have to, he fits it. That's why I chose this one, because there were several in this mold. And I chose the one that you would be able to see really well. This is a mold by Prima. It's from their last release. So I casted this with black Alumilite resin. Trying to figure out where everything is here. Sometimes these things can be challenging to see. Okay. Let's get our green. I'm using the khaki for the tree. Okay. And he has black gloves, a black belt. Let's make his boots brown. Compact powder. That's this color. It's like just a skin tone acrylic. And I want, for his boots, I want a brown. Brown. And for his, I think this is a staff. No, that's not a staff. That's the fur from his robe. Let's see. Fur. Let me get my, I want this little guy. So now we've got some toys in here, and I'm trying to figure out what the toys are. I've got a little doll. I have a little lamb or something. And then there's something next to the doll, but I can't really tell what it is. There's something behind the doll. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Let's do the lamb. Hi, Tammy. We can do the lamb in the hazelnut color. And let's get some white out. Like I said, we are going to have to do a few coats of this. some white trim. I need a smaller brush. Can never have too many of these little micro detail brushes. And then this part's going to be white here. And this part right here is white. And his beard and hair. And this part here. Okay. That's his suspender, which is black. I just painted it white. He's got a black suspender there. Hello, hello. All right. So what I need to do now, I'm just going to dry. Actually, let me get, let me paint this doll. I still don't know what that one is. Let me paint this doll. I'll paint her dress. Let's paint it blue. Country blue. So there's a little doll with a little dress. So there's a doll. And I guess I'm just going to pick a color for this other thing back here because I still don't know what it is. So let's do this color. There's something else back there. I think it's some other animal toy. Still not sure. or maybe part of the bag. All right. So let's get our compact powder out again. We're going to do another coat of his face. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to dry. Let me put these away. And we're going to dry. Yep, lots of little details. All right, let's do round 2. All right, compact powder again. Goes on his face. And I did put a little bit on the doll's face as well and on her legs. Okay. Now we have the red paint. And one more coat of that. So you guys, you know the little mice that I painted? You guys might have seen my little mice project. I painted those the exact same way. Just small brushes, several coats. And you can always take a micro brush at the end and clean up any details. Okay. Right. And let's do this one. it's that second coat that really starts to make it come together. All right. All right, now let's give him, I need to touch up a little bit of his, need to touch up a little bit of this because okay, let's give him some white eyebrows. Thank you. His eyebrows are going to be white. And his cheeks are going to be rosy, you guys. So let's get a little bit of, let's get a little bit of this. Mix that with a little bit of the compact powder. Now let's mix his cheeks a little rosy and his nose a little rosy. All right. His eyes, I'm not sure what to do there. I don't want to mess with that too much. I think we'll just get some gray and do some gray in there. Get another little detail brush. And let's get this black first. And we're going to repaint his glove and his belt. All right. So, good morning, Amanda. How are you? All right. And then maybe a little bit of let's see. All right. So we'll make his pupil it's just so tiny. There's no way I'm not going to be able to get a little perfect circle here. So it just has to sort of be the suggestion of an eye. Shape that to a point. All right, I think that's about the best I'm going to be able to do on his eye. Let's do his tree again, and then we're ready to kind of mount this guy in there. And I think I'm going to do some pine green. That's why I have my readers on. I wouldn't be able to see them either without these. These are like 1.75 magnification. All right, so I got the green. Okay. So I feel pretty good with Santa, with dear old Santa here. I'm going to dry this. All right. I have my thing plugged in. There we go. All right. I'm going to dry a little more. All right. So one thing we do, you know, we do all this detail painting, and then we want him to look a little bit more vintage. So I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing over the top of him in order to just sort of blend it all together. So I'm just taking a little bit of white paint and I'm offloading that. And then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to kind of dust over the top. And that's going to help me bring out some of these details. In his coat and his hat and the tree and his gloves and his boots. Okay. Could also just use a little bit of like gold wax or something, but I kind of like the dry brush look here. All right, I was just making him look a little bit more aged. Okay. No, Sheila, I got those on, I got the micro brushes on Amazon. Or I may have bought these at Hobby Lobby, but you can, I know you can get them on Amazon. All right, let me clean my workspace. Spray bottle. Clean off some of my paint here before I start working again. Okay, and then let's look at the placement of that and where we want him to be. I want him to come forward some, so I am going to prop it up with, I'm going to prop him up with some cardboard because I want him to sort of be front and center. I've got a couple other little things that I'm going to put in here. I've got some of these little trees that are going to go down at the bottom of the base. And I might put one of these in there. Just some things that when you sort of look around, you'll be able to see. It's not really going to be visible from the outside, but you'll be able to see it from when you look inside there, like peering in. One other thing I wanted to do real fast, I want to do some white paint splatters. So I'll show you how I would go about doing that. I'm going to do it on here. Some glitter would be nice back there too. Let me do the white paint splatters. So we're going to do that in the background. I'm going to take a little bit of water. And you're going to take some white paint. And you're going to kind of take your fan brush and sort of dust it around, like you're kind of just flicking it. And that's going to create a little bit of snow. Okay. Right. Not too aggressively, just enough to where it's going onto your piece. All right, and then let me grab some cardboard. And I'm going to hot glue some cardboard to the back of my Santa. Let's do that. Julie, we're still on. Not replay yet. We are still here. How are you? All right, so I'm building up a little bit of dimension so that I can prop him up and have him come a little bit forward. All right, I do want to glue in. So on my back base here, I am going to glue in a little bit of, I'm going to glue in some trees. If I don't like it, I'll move it, but let me just go ahead and get a tree in there. And I'll do one of these as well. And I did kind of like having this guy. Maybe I'll do this one instead of the tree. Or maybe I'll push that. Oop. Oh, you know what? That's good. That way I can prop it up like that. So on that base, and I got that. And then maybe a present or two. Let's see. I might have to like do some sort of platform base. All right, let's see what we have when we do this. Let's see what we have. I do like that. I think I want this a little bit less in the way though. I want that more like that. I think I want a taller tree in the background. I wonder if that will fit. I don't think that will fit. Maybe if I do it kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. So he's there, but it's not like in the way of anything. And then maybe if we build up a couple little more ornaments on this guy. I have these little bells. So we could build up a few more like a bell or something. I'm not trying to cover him up. I just want a little bit of interest beside him. Oh, I like that. Maybe do this in the front. I think in the front, like here. Yeah, like that. And then maybe one right there. Happy little bells. There, I like that. Okay, so I think he needs to be propped up just a little more. Let me put this up on the base. And the problem is that one of these trees is thicker than the other one. So I'm going to need a little more on this side to make it kind of even. Okay, I think I got it. I'm not going to do snow on the inside. I think we got it, you guys. So. Tilty. Let's see. All right, if we prop him in there, let's see what we get. I mean, I could put some snow down at the bottom, but what I was actually thinking is I have this stuff. I'm actually thinking about this sparkling snow, which is just like a sprinkle type of thing. Although if I do that, it's going to be, I guess I could sort of hot glue it down, but it might be a little challenging to, like, I'd have to sort of encase it, I think. The other thing that I was thinking about doing is I have a little bit of I have a light, like a little light on the inside, but that might be too much because I kind of like just this sort of classic vintage look. So I have all kinds of little embellishments that I can put around. Like I can put some little presents here, which I will do. I'm not going to do that right now, y'all, because we're running out of time. But I just want to show you the idea for the completed piece. I could actually even hang some of these like inside. If I do the snow, what I'll do is I'll do it before I break them out next year. and I'll sprinkle it down in the bottom. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put these on the top, and then I've got another little piece here that I'm going to put. I'm going to put this little piece right here, which is like a little holly element. And I've got some little presents, and like I have a little drum, you know. So I've got a present, and I have a drum, and I have a French horn. So I have lots of little cutesy things to play with, and then I can put a little bit of holly up here, you guys. So that's how I'm gonna finish him off. But you get the idea. Like, I don't need to probably paint all this and complete it for you today. So when you see the finished piece, you will go, okay, that's what we meant. So there we go. This is my little Santa diorama. I guess I'll add this little fake snow before I take the picture, and you can see it. And I'll finish it off with a little bit of gold wax, etc. So that is my live for today, you guys. I'm at almost 2 hours. I appreciate y'all being with me. I'll share some. I'm going to keep going, but I'll share some pictures when I'm done. And can you look around for my castings? I can't find them, and it's ticking me off. Sue, you have to remind me what you mean. I'm sorry, it's not ringing a bell. Okay, you guys, well, take care, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.